Everybody, and welcome to the pre-show here on Riverside Farms. How is everybody doing tonight? Let's see here. Hold on. Hold on. We don't have our pretty music. Don't have our music. Don't have our music because I had to restart. Oh, hold it. Hold your britches, computer. World will never know. We'll get to that later. Jalen, what are you doing waking up now? It's late. The day is nearly done. Uh, Hopefully she gets this gate fixed before the release of the map. Doughboy, what is up? Layered Delilah, how you doing tonight? Matt, GoldenEye, always pleasure. The Gaming Ender, how you doing tonight? And Rob, what is it? Rob Tob, that is an interesting name. That is for sure. We're going to harvest some more sorghum tonight. I was checking to see what fields we're ready to harvest, and well, this field right across from where we were is ready to harvest, and it's sorghum once again. Really nice grass. I like this grass. It's kind of almost looks like a mix of some of the other grasses we've seen, like with the little yellow daisies in there. We're just gonna cut across the field because I gotta try to get this music rolling. I had to restart earlier. The game wouldn't launch, so I had to restart, and I forgot to basically log into my network drive so that I can get to the music that's all on the network drive. You darn well know I have permission. All right, well, we might not have audio tonight. We might just have to deal with it the old-fashioned way. That's right, this is the pre-show. This is when we try to figure out all of our technical difficulties, like not having background music. Man, don't you just hate it when tech just doesn't work? So, how's everybody's day been today? Well, I try to figure this out. Hmm. Oh, we don't want to open that. Back on. Do this the old-fashioned way. Oops, wrong one. Just download it off the web, right? Just do it the old-fashioned way. All right, people, we are about ready to start the show. Again, sorry about the technical difficulties, but we will have our jamming music here in a moment. And welcome back to... I've completely forgot the name of the map because of all my other difficulties. Riverside Farms. This is the map that's soon to be released by MissyB. Last I heard, it was in single player and multiplayer testing. I haven't gotten an update to know if it's still on track for a potential submission to Giants next week or not. But it sounds like it is awful close to being ready to rock and roll. Speaking of rock and roll, I think we are nearly ready to get this going too. Just need to drop some music in the playlist, and here we go. All right, now we got to rock and roll. Stream back up. Yard machines? What are we talking about? Yard machines. Pizza, popcorn, and your favorite soda. That's right. That's what we have here. So for those of us here in the U.S., we're moving into Memorial Day weekend. Typically the weekend that signifies the official start of summer. City pools typically open up over Memorial Day weekend. That's when people typically start thinking about going to the beach, having their own pool parties and cookouts. Yard season. I don't know about you, but I've been mowing the grass since the week before Easter. I can only imagine what our grass would look like if we didn't start messing with it until now. So this sorghum is just inundated with weeds. Again, we're just playing base game. It'll be really interesting to see, one, do we have weeds in Farm Sim 22, and are they still a blanket of a plague across the entire map? Or are they implemented a bit better? Maybe like how Seasons implements them, where weeds just grow in patches. Yeah, I can't imagine living where, whoa. I can't imagine living where you haven't mowed your grass for the last 2.5 months. Hey, Evan, what's up? Scooter's Workbench. Welcome to the stream. Everyone give Scooter a big round of applause. Squiggy, lucky people, lucky people. Natural crop destruction? You mean like as a result of drought? Oh, Diesel Sims, you're spamming emote. It's all good. Oh, good. Jeez. Well, I don't know. They might bring some aspects of that in with precision farming. They might bring something in with respect to insects. It's hard to tell. There, I activate something else. I was kind of hoping we would get a news drop today. Maybe some more little tidbits about Farm Sim 22, but alas, Giants was silent. I didn't really see any overly interested mods either. There's a few mods that are still listed in the testing thread that looked interesting, but nothing that actually got released. Oh, the gaming ender. Sorry about that, buddy. Doesn't look like you came back with the adventure party. Only the illustrious Matt came back. A man can never go wrong. But was it 3 meters? Was it really 3 meters, or maybe was it bigger? Harley Quinn, welcome to the stream. Go tramping through our field of sorghum and get to our trailer. I think if you look closer, you might be super excited. I think it's actually 4 meters. You get an extra meter for the price of a 3-meter cultivator. Yeah, the flatbed looked pretty neat. It looked a little bit like the one of the 82 squared trailers when it was in the kind of the grain configuration. Let's see here. What else do we want to do? We want to keep harvesting. Harvesting's fun, right? Harvesting's rewarding. What's in 17, 14? Let's see. We've already harvested millet and sorghum. Where's rye at? Rye is in 64 and 32. I don't know. I kind of want to harvest up there by 32. We haven't really harvested anything up there on that side of the map. Is it ready to harvest? It is indeed ready to harvest. Nice. So we've harvested carrots. We haven't harvested any onions. 61, 13. I think maybe we'll just do 61. We do have to run back up to the store and get the right head. We could have a little fun in 13. We're not going to spend the whole time in 14. Are you kidding me? Why are you backing up? Now, the wheel chucks the other day, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, how many times are we wanting to transport vehicles on trailers and you can't strap the trailers down, but you could put those behind the wheels and in front of the wheels and strap them down. We've seen that kind of idea a few times already. Yeah, AI is very artificial and not very intelligent today. Never have enough trailers. One trailer for every job. Good morning to you. How is your Saturday? Well, Diesel Sims, to say that I was frustrated would be overly simplified. Oh, it's actually rained a little bit here today too. We could use the rain though. We could use the rain. We actually skipped mowing the grass last week because of the fact that it really didn't grow that much. It's kind of starting to brown up. Ah, Eric, how you doing today? All right, so let's get this guy going, and then grab our. Grab our Homer and let's reset it. And there it is. And let's get our onion header. Do it cloth colors. Now, I'm not sure if this Homer is going to be with the map when you download it or not. I mentioned to MissyB that I found the Homer, and she made a comment about the something like the real harvester will be in the map later or something. So we'll just have to see when the map releases for real what the carrot and onion harvesting options are. Yeah, so I've already recorded a segment to go along with episode 2. That that demonstrates it working and kind of walks through what I did to get it working. In the event that someone else actually runs into that same issue. Darren, what is up? We're going to check out onions. So I saw earlier in chat someone was thinking about either doing this or that new map that came out as far as their multiplayer server. So both maps are multi-fruit. So you've got that working for you. So other than this field being riddled with weeds. Let's get this still down to the other field. Oh. Chat, you are not my friend when it comes to trying not to wreck. So you do want something big when you're trying to pull this trailer. That's field 13 right there. At least I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. Chat with a friend one day. Oh, the Magic 8 Ball. You are such a kidder. So, anybody got some really fun, interesting Memorial Day plans? Memorial Day weekend plans? My new scourge of the stream is going to be hired helpers today. Look at that. Magic 8 Ball says no to both of those questions. Well, I would say that, I mean, are you talking about playing with seasons or without seasons? I mean, the thing is that silage at the BGA is a fixed price based on your economic difficulty. So you'll see here, we go over to silage and we go to the biogas plant. Right now it's $300. It's going to be $300 per 1,000 liters every day, any day for the entire life of this map under the hard difficulty level. If we go to normal, it is now $540 every day, any day. And if we go to easy mode, then it's $900 per 1,000 liters all day, any day. So silage prices don't fluctuate ever. They are the thing you can set your clock to, in essence. Whereas pretty much anything else is going to fluctuate with market. Map authors can go in and basically say, you know what, I want to make sell points give a little bit more or give a little bit less than the base rate. Squig is gone fishing. Yeah, I think this sorghum could be a bit taller. It's like dwarf sorghum. Maybe it's short in the UK. Sorghum's a lot taller here in the U.S. So again, are you with seasons or without? Bale prices are also pretty much fixed, non-fluctuating. Maple syrup. I mean, overall, I wouldn't really worry about playing the game and making money. I mean, making money is pretty easy. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, for me, kind of doing the same thing day in, day out on different maps is kind of like same story, different scenery. Still get old pretty quick. So we need to sell this sorghum and then get down there and get them onions. Sorghum. 484. Farm shop. All right. Take the farm shop. Oh, bucket. Nick Preddy, I agree. The Kloss header and header trailers are fabulous. They just snap into place, right? But the base game header trailers are pretty much a joke. I mean, the header just kind of sits on there. It doesn't even sit on there well. I think we're gonna mow some grass. That's what I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do one of these grass fields that are kind of on the hillside and have a little fun mowing some grass. Yes, it is. It is planned to be coming to the in-game mod hub because it is planned for all platforms. So right now the map is going through in-game single player and multiplayer testing. Don't really know when it's going to be sent up to Giants, but hopefully sometime soon. And thanks for the sub, McKenzo. Is it McKenzo? McKinn's Ho. Not really sure how you pronounce that, but thank you for the sub. And you know what? A round of applause for that sub too. Just have to see if Matt does or doesn't know what's going on, right? Let's unload these carrots. Carrots. Well, Ender's Gaming, it's because they've all been bought out by 2 or 3 big conglomerates, and therefore they're only interested in they're more interested in profits, and it's easier to just reuse one design across 3 or more brand names than to have a whole bunch of unique different designs. Here's what onions look like. So many of your tractor brands are, like, for example, Fendt and Challenger are the same company. So overall, the designs are pretty much the same, just left up with different badging and different paint. I'm excited to hear more information about these seasonal transitions and what all that entails. Let's go to Ismo's Mill. Where is that at? Oh, it's right around the corner. It's nice. Oh, do we have an active heist in? I'll go all in. Howard, I just saw your message. I'm going to have to scroll back up to see what it said. Well, Howard, it depends on the map as to if you can... Is that it? Where's the beam? Up there. Depends on the map. So once you buy it, okay, look in your garage and see if the trailer and water tank show up in your garage's owned items. If they do, then you'll be able to sell them. If they don't show up in the garage as owned items, then no, sadly you're not going to be able to sell them. They're going to be stuck there. Now there is a mod. Are you on PC or console? That is the next question. If you're on PC, there is a mod called Object Hider. And Object Hider would let you physically hide the trailer and water tank. And then once it's hidden, you can do whatever you want. I don't think that mod is available on console, though. So if you're on console, then you're kind of pretty much stuck with it. beginner map is that. Are you talking about one of the two giants base map? Fellsburn, Ravenport. Jenkins, what is up? See, this truck likes to jackknife. For me, that would have been FS17. I got into Farm Sim like a month after, well, not even a month, a couple weeks after FS17 released, because I remembered that people talking about basically the zombies walking around. What was the base map? Goldcrest Valley. So yeah, zombies walking around Goldcrest Valley during Halloween. And Farm Sim released earlier that month. Right, in October? Maybe it released in August. I don't know. Any rate, I got into Farm Sim basically in November of 2016. Because it was right after Halloween. Five frames per second on a laptop. That is some dedication. So yeah, Ravenport, I would say that no, you're not going to be able to sell that trailer and tank. Of course, we've got weeds, but there you go. Those are the onions. And compared to how fast the harvester unloads, this thing unloads at a nice leisurely pace. Onions. Who wants to give me top dollar for some onion? Top dollar for some onion. Maybe make us some Funyuns. Let's take it over to Jay's Milling. Where's that at? Jay's Milling is way over there. Daggone. Daggone. All right, we'll go up. We'll go up by the shop and make our way around. Oops. And then we're going to get into some mowing some grass. I want to mow some grass for fun. Jaden's got 22 million. Just been rocking it. What on earth did we hit? Carrie, I'm not really planning on doing anything with that field. I just wanted to harvest some onions. Since it's a new crop on the map, I just wanted to do a little onion harvest. Arctic 66 Farmer, what is up? Welcome to the stream. I don't think we got air. It was like we got hung up on something. And the front of the truck kicked up. This field. 50 looks nice. 50 looks like a nice grass field to get into. Now what we did learn was carrots was pretty good money. Carrots gave us some pretty good cash. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the rear of the trailer got hung up on that bridge. And that's what caused the truck to kick up. $13,000 a load. How many loads do you think are going to come out of this thing? Well, one load. He's about full, I bet. Yeah, so that's 2 loads worth right there. So take that whole field. That's a couple $100,000 worth of onions right there. Yeah, I just wanted to run a load of onions. Run a couple onions. Yeah, I'm not sure if this harvester will be included with the download or if there will be a different one. She didn't make the harvester, no. The harvester it's been around. Harvester's been around. I think she just got permission to put it in. That harvester holds 70,000 liters. It is basically the Homer Parados, and then has a 12-row header. So I think it's the same harvester, I'm pretty sure, that's actually over also at Nexus Mods. I'm pretty sure that one, when you go to buy it, it comes out that metallic red. Some folks were saying it's the same harvester that's over on that one map by TNT Modding. take this over here and fill it up with onions. We'll sell those later. Maybe we'll sell those another day. So tomorrow afternoon, I think I'm going to do a stream tomorrow afternoon on Susquehanna River Valley. It's going to be early or midwinter over there. Day 9 of midwinter, so the first day of midwinter. And therefore, it is time to sell crops. It's time to make money on the Susquehanna. This is an interesting overloading trailer. Doesn't start actually unloading until you get in the tractor. Very interesting. Alrighty. Let's see what's got grass in it. Grass. Lots of grass. So I said 50 looked pretty cool. So we got grass in 77, grass in 9, 2, 33, 29, 42, 52, 51, 50, 47, 46, 48, 16. All right. Y'all tell me, what grass field do you all want to see? Okay? Keep the number in your head. Wait till we get the whole map toured. And then put in chat. What field do you want me to mow? Although I have to say, this hilly 77 looks pretty nice. Got a nice waterfall here on this bridge. And then we have the hillside here on 9. We have 29 here. Sides of moo-moos. Got Little Wall Field 7. And over here by the Baha'as, by the sheep, we have kind of a flat field 2. A little boring. We got flat field 33. We got a flat 42. Behind the shop. Got 45. Then we come over here to this side of the map, and we're starting to go back up an incline. So we have 52. It's kind of a gentle rise. Fairly flat, but it does have a little bit of a rise to it. 51. And then 50, I believe. That's the one we drove by. Got a little bit of rise to it. Oh, Howard, I play pretty basic. So I use keyboard mouse. My mouse is actually a trackball because I find using it to move around a lot easier than moving a whole mouse around. I can just use my thumb and move the camera around, use it to do front loader stuff. So here's 47. 47's kind of nice. Kind of just goes back there. Up a rise. And then we got 46. Talgarth, thanks for, I'm pretty sure you already a member. Thanks for renewing. And then 46. Okay, so give me your numbers. What field number do you want to mow? While we head back to the shop. 4, thanks for the super chat. I don't know. I think the grass might be pretty tall by the time I get over there. Southern Run. It is a nice looking map. So we got a vote for 77, 44, 46. While you all figure this out, I'm going to figure out what we're going to mow with. No, we're going to do that. Cumberland version. Big green tractor. Ah! That's the green you all were expecting, wasn't it? Oh, I wished it had Nokian tires. I don't know why, but I like mowing grass with Nokian tires. 46, 77, either 2 or 33. 70. Oh, well, it looks like 77 is the field. 77 it is, people. I think I got follow me turned on, so we can just go straight to I don't want to wrap it. Don't want to wrap it. Oh, let's do this. We need another big tractor. I mean, why would I buy anything else? Howard, there's no limitations, only what your PC can run. Playing on PC is like complete and utter freedom. Go follow Mowing. Hey, look at that. Why don't you just follow me down there, okay, buddy? So, yeah. Sadly, any console players watching, you're going to be so envious when I mow the field and then have a baler just follow right behind me and bale them up. And then, just for fun's sake, just to combine all kinds of DLC, I'm going to pick them up and drop them off, and we're going to wrap them at the bottom of the field in a silage tube. Multiplayer is excellent because you can actually set up a dedicated server that runs 24/7. People can come and go as they please. So you don't have to be all like, hey, can you come on so we can do a multiplayer? And then basically do hosted multiplayer, which is what I think consoles are limited to. So I think the limit is 16 players max for PC multiplayer. Where's the gate? Just think, no limits. I don't see the gate. Oh, I saw the gate. So we have to go in here. And then there's a gate. Cost is dependent on the host and the number of slots. So the host I use, called Game Servers, they charge 99 cents a slot and have a minimum of an 8-slot server. So it's basically like $7.95 or something like that. But they have 20%, that's $7.95 a month. They have basically a forever 20% off sale. So if you use their code, like sale 2021, you get 20% off that. So it's like $6 something a month for an 8-person multiplayer server. Now, if you are curious about PC-based multiplayer gameplay, I would suggest taking a look at my multiplayer how-to video. That goes into details, basically setting it up and the various permissions and such that are available. Drop that. Just turn that on. Let's fold that up. Baler going. Follow me back on. And watch the magic happen. Let's see here. Have we spit out 3 bales yet? Should have. Maybe not. ID on G. What? ID? What's GB? Howard, I don't know what ID on GB is. So as far as other accessories, I do have a wheel and pedal, so that's what I'm using right now. So if I'm in cab, I'll typically drive wheel and pedal. If the camera is out of cab, then I will drive keyboard and mouse typically. And then I also happen to have the side panel, which from what I understand is all platform compatible. But side panel has a nice joystick and a bunch of buttons that you can program up to do stuff. Now we're just going to set GPS for straight line driving. Where'd he go? What are you hung up on? This hill too steep for you to climb. That's interesting. You didn't have enough grip. Yeah, it's 500 some horsepower. Are you running, would you run 1080p? More depends on what your resolution will be. But, yeah, Intel i5, depending on how old it is, you should run it just fine. If you're running 1080p, then, depends on your graphics card. If it's something that you're probably buying new, then pretty much anything out there that you would buy new is going to run it just fine. If you're talking about something used, I guess folks in chat can kind of talk about what they've got. It doesn't take much to run the game 1080p. Especially if it's something you're going to be buying versus something you already have. So 2016 was a like a NVIDIA 900 GPU? 960, 970, 980, 990. Okay, did you have an earthquake? Let's say I didn't feel anything. No quakage here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that is pretty monumental, right? So I think we got people in the Discord that are running 900 series graphics cards, 1080. You might have to run with like medium settings. Can you get up the hill this time? Or do they spin out? This basically doesn't get any grip. Yeah, it's a combination of the baler, the incline, and the weight. We'll be doing a live stream on Susquehanna. For me, mid-afternoon. So depending on your time zone. Maybe around 1 p.m. Eastern-ish. 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern. Probably about 8 hours ahead of now. So whatever time it is now for you, go forward 8 hours. Or I guess backward 8 hours. Yeah, backward. I'll have it scheduled up on the channel later tomorrow. And then tomorrow night is our SnowRunner stream. I've got to get on tomorrow and get that ready. Come on, you can do it. I just love when that thing dumps bales out the back. Grabbing 3 bales at a time is so much easier. And this Vicon mower set that windrows is outstanding. Oh, everybody wins. Congratulations. Man, the Ender Gaming, you've got a lot of points already. You've been rocking it. It's more like loss of traction. Something's hanging it up. I used this pack a lot when it first came out in 17. I really haven't used it that much since it came out in 19. Yeah, hey, Henry's been he's been not around a lot. Hard to keep up on the points, eh? Big heavy baler, but it's like he's getting hung up. There you go. So if you go long ways on this field, you're going to need lots of horsepower. Lots of horsepower if you're going to square bale. But I didn't want to fast bale because I kind of want to use the Anderson tube wrapper just for the funsies. That's been up to He never loses. Oh, Jalen, never get involved. It's perfect. Pick that up. Cut her off. All right, let's go. That. Front loader. Curved tires. That. Oops. Get that. Oh, how many bales did we make? 60. We made 60 bales. Just in case we need to wait. Get to it. It's high quality grass. So who all has used the Anderson Bale wrappers? I haven't used these in a long time. I think the last time I wrapped some bales in a tube was the Emerald Coast playthrough. Down here should be good. So what do we want to do? We want to unfold this and turn it on. I know you definitely do not move the tube. You leave the tube in the field, and then you unwrap the tube one bale at a time and basically transport the bales. X, Y. I thought we were going to wait. Still a little late. Z unloads it. So I have this in. Oh, good. Alright, we'll use this to bring them. We'll use this to actually load it. We can use anything to load the works best if you use something that is singular. So it wraps it up in just a big tube. So we'll see how this one works. We'll show you how this one works. Then the machine pushes the bale through the wrapping. The wraps around it. And then it will eventually eject it. And then the whole contraption will basically roll backwards as it pushes the tube out. So we'll end up having this long tube. So after about another 4 or 5 bales, every time this thing pushes, this whole thing will roll back a little bit. Let's go grab some more bales. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you see this in the U.S. a lot, where, well, they'll wrap the bales and just leave them alongside the edge of the fields. And then through the winter, they'll come in and they'll pick up 1 or 2 bales at a time, and take them back to feed. So that particular model will do square and round, if that's what the question was. Oh, there we go. That's it. So this one only does round bales. The bigger one does both. So this is only a round baler wrapper, whereas this one wraps either. So this is a nice thing to do, multiplayer. You can have somebody baling, you have somebody going around bringing the bales down, and then you can have somebody loading this thing. Probably see it roll back now as it pushes. Yeah, see? Now as it's pushing, the whole thing is going to be rolling this way. And then, since this is without seasons, what you do is you come up here and we're going to hit unload bales. R. So when you're all done, okay, you tell it R, the ram just shoves the bales off the thing. Okay, it finishes wrapping them. So now you have a tube of bales, and you would come in here and you'd hit R to cut the bale open. Boom. And now we have 3 silage bales. So then you would take these and, well, put them in your feeder or do whatever you want with them. There's 12,000 silage bales. Right there. Or 12,000 liters of silage. Jalen, welcome back. Crash. Boom. Bang. Yeah, doing it on multiplayer is probably not the best idea. Now that I think about it. And then once you unwrap them, I mean, you could haul them with the Anderson trailers. You can put them on a flatbed. You put them in the mixing wagon. I'm going to drive these down to the BGA just for fun. Oh, look at Thor with such a positive outlook on life. You could say an enemy is just someone you haven't made a friend of yet. Down here where we started. Of course, you could transport these bales wherever and wrap them. Maybe yours is more eloquently spoken. I don't know. I still think quote 7 is quite my favorite. We see a lot of fence over here nowadays, don't we, Darren? Oh, Hank, I don't know. I think anybody that's been around the channel a while will probably tell you I don't have a preference. I have a preference in lots of things. I think chickens are a little bit useless. I mean, you need a ton of chickens to actually do something. So, with the way the base game egg output is, you're going to have a whole bunch of chickens. They don't really take a lot of food. But you're going to have a whole bunch of chickens before the eggs are really worth doing anything with. You know, you could collect the eggs for an entire year and make a couple $100. So chickens are kind of meh. Horses are a pain in the butt. You got to ride them. I mean, if you didn't have to ride the horses, right? Now they're really good money in without seasons. You know, they're also money without seasons. You keep them for 10 days and you sell them for massive profit. And, you know, but it's all that riding. Pretty big investment. Probably the most needy animal of farm sim. Sheep are pretty easy. You know, sheep just need grass. They don't eat a lot of grass. They don't give you a lot of wool, but they don't eat a lot of grass. Depends if you're playing with seasons or not. That really affects animals. Let's say cows are the most expensive to get into, but they also have the highest profit margin with respect to the milk. Pigs can keep you busy if you grow all the food. They all have their own benefits. I've kept them all. I don't really have a preference, one over the other. Bucket there is. It's called Horse Helper. Did a mod review on it long time ago. Basically, you pay somebody $300 a day to ride your horse, and I think yeah, ride your horse and clean it. Given the way how seasons changes horses and the horse's economy, Horse Helper can be a little not so useful. That basically you can end up paying more for the helper per day than the horses basically benefit you. Look through look through my mod review playlist. It would be a very early mod, so it would be toward the front of the playlist or back, which however you think about it. Of course, if you edit the mod, then it could be free. Oh, of course. I mean, if you put a negative value in for the cost, I guess. Because with seasons, you know, you get paid out a wage per day for boarding the horse. And the wage you get paid out is different depending on the horse breed. Some horse breeds pay out better than others. I gotta expect the visibility on this thing is a little bit better in real life. And then, of course, if you put in Maize Plus, and that changes animals completely. Go. Hallelujah. I mean, the grass does a better job in 19. In 17, it was terrible. Grass does a better job in 19 of not going in vehicles. You know, we take the bending over when you drive over stuff kind of for granted now in 19, but that didn't happen in 17. You just drove right on through it. Unload them. And there we go. Oh, we can also move this thing around when it's running. If you thought you were going to move it. Yeah, 17 was worse. You would just drive and grass would warp right through. There you go, see? It's one giant tube. So you're not going to be moving that around. All right, what do y'all want to see for the next 10 or so minutes? We got our pigs. We have our oinks. We were talking about horses. We've got horses down here in the corner. Oh my gosh, this is a massive field of carrots. So here we have the horses. And we looked at this last stream, or 2 streams ago, the paintable textures. There's the horse area. I think we're going to get chickens over here. Chickens weren't included in the map that she gave me. It's hard to believe this is her second endeavor, right? So there's going to be a chicken area right there. And then this is a nice little area. I think Carrie said he was reserving this for himself. So this is a farm that you've got to clear the trees. And you can get this area pretty cheap. Once you clear the trees out of it. Have another little clearing over here where you could put stuff in. Placeables and such. We've got this big, massive double farm with silos on either side of this wall. We have 2 farmhouses. You can put your own sleep trigger down. We've already looked at the pigs. If we go over here to the north side of the map, we have our sheep. Rabbit Rob, what is up? Welcome to the stream. I think you lost at one of the gambles or something. So here we have the sheep. And then the big old moo farm. Where the cows have a pasture that wraps around. And then, from what I understand, there's something special in store for the silo here at this farm. This is your dump point, and then your silo out is right there at this pipe. But I believe that there is a very good reason. There are several pipes here. And if we look inside, there's basically several dump chambers, if you will, where you've got, let's say, a pipe there that would dump your grain there, your grain there. So every grain would have its own heap and its own door. Map has fuel and def. So there's only white poles. What white poles? This thing right here is a mistake. Okay? This white thing is a mistake. She needs to go in GE and basically tick a checkbox to make that not show up. Okay? So that's the only white pole that I can think of that you're seeing. That's a mistake. She needs to tick a checkbox, and that'll go away. Right now, that's the only pipe out, right? But there might be pipe outs for all of these. And it might be that each pipe is its own fill type. Okay, so maybe you only get corn out of this pipe right here. Maybe you only get soybeans out of this pipe right here. Maybe carrots out of this one. And maybe when you store carrots, they'll be heaped up in there. Okay? So last time I talked to her, there were two versions planned for this map. The console version, which is what I have, and what people are testing at this point, and a PC version. The PC version is hopefully going to have some extra scripting that obviously isn't going to be allowed on console. And the extra scripting may permit this, single crop per heap type silo. So she calls it a traditional English grain silo, which I guess means stored in piles in buildings, and then each individual pile will be for one specific crop. All right, folks, that is where we are going to leave it for the night. Like I said, I think we're going to be streaming on Susquehanna River Valley tomorrow afternoon, my time. Take a look at the channel for when that is going to get scheduled. It will be mid-winter, and it's going to be time to sell crops, sell compost, and make up a bunch of money. That's what tomorrow's going to be all about on Susquehanna River Valley. And we'll be over on SnowRunner tomorrow night at 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Big shout out to everyone that came in to chat today, and to our farm hands, bosses, and barons. Thank you for joining the channel. If you're interested in helping out the channel just a little bit more, other than just being a subscriber and watching in the live streams, please consider joining the channel. You can do that by clicking the join button down by the subscribe button below the video. And until next time, happy farming.